Greetings, people. It's your boy coming at you. I just wanted to do this short, hopefully it'll be short, this little short video on something that we're launching for December, just to kind of help folks out, help them stay focused, or like really kind of get into the focused mindset, helping them get better, a little bit more focused to be able to accomplish their goals in 2019. So a couple of quick things. First and foremost, I want to thank each and every person for following us on social media, for the likes, for the shares. We've been posting a lot of quotes. I've been posting a lot of quotes, and I've been really kind of digging at people, getting them to just kind of become a little bit more aware of not only what they're doing, but what other individuals are doing. And in the hope to be able to move them to, because this is definitely part of the process in some cases, you really need to get away from some of the people that you've been with so that you can continue to grow. That's just how the body is set up, life is set up. You don't ever want to become stagnant. You just want to be able to, and you don't necessarily have to grow all the time, every time. It's just, you want to be able to grow. You want to be able to get around some people that are going to hold you accountable for your behavior, for your goals, for your insight, people that you could bounce ideas off and so forth. So we've been really kind of digging at people with some of the quotes, and so it's a good thing. It's a good thing. The second thing, for those of you who don't know, my name is Dino. I'm the president of Beautiful Men and Women. We've been in business for 9 years. We're celebrating 9 years. We're looking very forward to going into 10. Actually, it's 9+ years. And our mission has always been to help people get better. And one of the reasons why we just recently shifted in 2017, we shifted our services, was because, and this is in no way an attack on anyone doing anything, but as a coach, when I was a work for hire, as a coach, I was running into people that weren't doing the assignments. And like, one of the worst things when you're operating in your purpose and in your gift, the worst thing is to be operating by yourself. You want to be operating with individuals that are like really about it. And I was bumping into a lot of people that were kind of like, and people's strength, what they're capable of, especially, after they fill out the surveys and so forth. And you find out that people were not putting their best effort forward, especially when I was. So I really kind of wanted to get away from that. And then, we did a lot of self-sponsored presentations and conferences and so forth. And one of the things that I've learned about conferences, right, and there's a lot of people that do conferences, I learned that for my people, for my following, the people that I was doing conferences for, all of that 12 speaker, 15 speaker, panelists, that wasn't really helping anybody with anything. You know what I mean? A lot of times you get so much information that by the time you get to the door to go outside, half of the information is gone. If you've taken notes, because of technology and the busyness of life, like you didn't get a chance to get back to those notes. A lot of them was just like pictures and memories and, shows of extravagance and so on and so forth. And again, this is no crack at anybody having a conference. I'm just talking about me and what we went through. I just felt like my people weren't learning from doing those type of events. You know what I mean? Doing even with the seminars, seminars and even one-on-one sessions. When a person gets up and goes out the door, life shows up, distractions come right back, and learning is out the window, man. So that's the reason why we opened up the focus retreats, is to be able to help people concentrate on what they needed to concentrate on. And when you look at being 7 days, being surrounded by individuals who are like-minded and on the same track as you are, those conversations are very different. Those interactions are very different. You can't really hold up a persona for 7 days straight and you don't offer some type of realness. So the great thing about it is we're able to, number one, prepare people to focus, and then we prepare people for focus. This way, when they get to focus, that they're able to just kind of connect, especially through orientation and the time that we spend, networking and talking to each other and so forth. They're just kind of able to let those barriers down and open themselves up to, more learning. So Focus does two type of retreats. You have business leadership, which we're looking to really gained some super ground in Atlanta. Some people didn't know that, but we're definitely in Atlanta. We have everything set up. The only thing that we haven't done is the actual retreat yet, and we haven't even scheduled it. We have a time date in mind. So if you're a business owner and you're in the Atlanta area, like, we're definitely coming with some solutions. We're not playing with this at all. We understand your plight and everything that you're going through with your business, and how sometimes it's like, you're just doing the same thing, and the results are, little to none. So we have Focus Business Leadership coming in Atlanta. For those of you who are about the self-mastery and the self-growth and the personal growth, we are in Morocco in March. I'm looking forward to that. I was just meeting with Julie, and she mentioned in one of her videos that it was a planning session, and she just kind of got excited. And I'm excited because I've never been to Morocco. I'm looking forward to getting to Morocco. I wanted to see the snake charmer and the belly dancers, and what are we going to do in town, and the foods, and so on and so forth. And it's just like so much, it's just so much that it's just crazy. It's so funny, man, how technology, man, has all of this stuff connected to everything, man. And I'm just gonna get rid of everybody and get back to the brother. So we're planning a wonderful trip, and then we do 2 days in Casablanca before we actually go to Marrakesh, where we're going to be in the villa, start the Focus program. The mansion is huge, it's beautiful. The common spaces are amazing. The bedrooms are amazing. So I'm just kind of looking forward to that. And we do have some slots open. I was looking at the paperwork today, and we have 3 rooms left. So if you're interested, you definitely need to get back to us as soon as possible, and let us know that you're doing that. The other thing is, I wanted to, we're in a process now, or I'm in a process now, of launching something called the 5 Days to Focus. So 5 Days to Focus is a part of what we use to help prepare individuals to focus. Remember, I said that we prepare individuals to focus, and then we prepare individuals for focus. Okay, so there's 2 types of preparation. So 5 Days to Focus is just simply about how to lock in. You know what I mean? During the busyness, and I really played around with this for a little while, probably about 3-4 weeks. Just researching information and looking up certain things, because I didn't want to launch anything that wasn't going to work. And then whenever I develop something, any type of material, I'm always certain to try it out first. So actually, the material that we're going to launch for the 5 Days to Focus, I've been doing it for about 2 weeks now, and it has literally like helped me organize and execute so much better. And I believe that it's easy, except the first step is hard. And whenever I talk about the first step to getting better, to individuals whose lives are just like, they're very, very busy. I don't know how productive they are, but they're very, very busy. And I talk about this first step, this step being the first step in that. And the first step is the hardest. No one can, not no one, but it's very, very people, few and far in between that can actually do the first step. So I'm not even going to, talk about the first step. I don't want to discourage anybody. However, that first step, you hit that first step. When I break this thing down in the videos to come, you hit that first step, you're on your way. You're definitely on your way, and it's something that it's definitely going to help a lot of people. It's going to help a lot of people. I know everybody's looking at themselves right now and trying to figure out what they're going to do and what program they're going to choose in order to be able to get better, and so on and so forth. And I was just texting one of my partners today. We were talking about this other investment piece that we're working with, and it's like, you have to watch like this video and then the next video and the next video, and we need to really take time out to be able to do so. So again, the 5 steps to focus is literally like kind of coming back to us, because she's attended Focus, and so it's coming back to us, and like we're like, okay, wait a minute, let me go back to my steps and go over my steps and get back, make sure that I'm inside of that realm of operation or performance, so to speak, or activity, and to be able to get myself back. So Focus was definitely, we launched it in 2017, and it's been, a lot of people think, because we take you away, that, it's a vacation. So it's a party time. And then, a lot of the pictures that the people post are about the entertaining activities from Focus. And that's only because when they're in the educational seminars and information sessions, they're not allowed to use their phones. Like, the phones are definitely not allowed to be used. You can use a tablet, laptop, whatever, what have you, but the phone, you're not on it. You're not on it. We also allow a little bit of activity for those, parents or whatever who have children who are, at home or whatever, and that they're able to utilize their phones a little bit during the seminars and information sessions. But technically, the pictures and all of that, that's done with us. We record pretty much everything. I haven't launched any of the coaches pieces simply because some of that stuff we utilize for more training. We utilize that to get better. We utilize that for ourselves as opposed to doing a lot of it in marketing. So Focus, what we do is we take you away 7 days. You're away from home. You're away from the distractions. You're put in an environment where you have the ability, again, like-minded people, and then you have the time. You have the time all day, every day. Although all day, every day, you're not on it. All day, every day, you're around these like-minded individuals. You're around the coaches. You have full access to the coaches who are phenomenal. And all of the coaches, I made sure that all they do is just pour into people. They pour into people. And one of the greatest things I have to admit about Focus, even though I developed it, was simply that we don't allow participants to help other participants. You know what I mean? If a participant is struggling and they're going through something and they want another participant's feedback, then that's something that they do on their own time. But when we're doing the information sessions and the seminars, it's up to the coaches. The coaches give the feedback. The coaches give the feedback simply because they're looking at it from a different perspective. They're not just offering someone some advice or suggestion or a little bit of feedback on something that isn't really time tested and approved. You know what I mean? We believe that, we are the best knowers when it comes to our particular field. And because I do personal development and I'm like first up, like when it comes to personal development, when it comes to, who you are and what you're doing, reading behavior and so on and so forth, that's what I do. And there's no one in the room, and I make sure that there is no one in the room that has more information about personal development than me. How do I make sure that? I stay on the top of my game. Personal development for me, it's not just about some assessments and some surveys and asking some questions and the questionnaires and then giving you some information. Personal development for me is like holistic. Like, I have to be mentally in shape, spiritually in shape, emotionally in shape, physically in shape, socially in shape. You know what I mean? And to a strong degree, especially as a business owner, I need to be financially in shape. If I'm going to talk about personal development and it's holistic, and I just gave out the 6 bases to decision making that we actually do at the retreat, I gotta be right. You know what I mean? And so I'm not speaking from a stage or a perspective of where is, I'm broken and I'm giving out information from a broken perspective. You know what I mean? And again, I'm not, trying to step on anybody's toes, but when it comes to personal development, personal growth, emotional intelligence, understanding principles and habits, principle-centered leadership, and although I am credentialed and certified, as a personal development coach, as well as a executive leadership coach, like nobody's supposed to have more information on that in any room that I'm in, dealing with Focus than me. So I make sure that I stay on the top of my game with that. And so it's about being able to get information in a space where you're dealing with an expert in the field and they're helping you move through a process. They're bringing some things to your attention, and it's an amazing piece. There's no way in the world that in the design of Focus that I could have asked what Focus has turned into. My mind didn't even fathom what Focus was going to become. And so, of course, we lock in the mornings from like 6 a.m. because it's not I'm sleeping late. We give you time to relax, but you're not doing it in the morning. But 6 a.m. we up, moving about. We bring in a bartender. He's making coffees and teas and so forth, or should I say a mixologist. And so it's not all about the drinks. It's not all about the fun and entertainment. You know what I mean? In the evening, we do wind down. We definitely wind down, and we do theme evenings and so forth. Julie and Celeste do a wonderful job of making sure that everybody's on task and keeping up with it. But these retreats are dead serious. They're dead serious. So for those of you who haven't, really checked it out, go to the website, see what's going on. So I'm launching the 5 days to focus, and it's probably going to take some people more than 5 days to do it. You know what I mean? Because there's a setup period. A lot of people are failing within their goals simply because they don't look at everything that's involved with setting a goal. They don't look at, their strengths and weaknesses. They don't look at what, they're dealing with as far as, the family, or, what their time looks like. If you're a working professional and, you're guaranteed to be at work for 8 hours, and then you got to travel there and back, you don't understand those pockets and so forth. It takes a lot to prepare to accomplish a goal. And so what I did with the 5 days of focus is just kind of help you get into the mindset where at least you can gain clarity. Because if you can't see, it makes no sense to give you a whole bunch of steps to follow, because you can't see, you're blind. So the most important thing is to be able to open up your eyes, open up your understanding, opening up your awareness to exactly what's going on with you and around you, so that you'll be able to manage those things, so that now, and eliminate some things, because some stuff you got to get rid of. And I'm serious about people. I'm dead serious about eliminating people. I'm dead serious about removing people from your life that don't really hold any true value anymore. At one point they did. Relationships are designed to stretch you, and for those that don't hold any value anymore, sometimes you either have to release them from all the constant activity and just kind of put them to the side. It's not like you don't love them or anything like that. You love them, but you're focused on doing something different. And then you have those individuals that you can't get rid of. You know what I mean? You can't get rid of family and close friends, so you have to be able to manage them a little bit better. And that's something that I talk about at Focus. And people were like, taken aback, like, yo, how do I manage, members of my family? How do I manage my children? A lot of it only has to do with you having a conversation with them and having them understand that you're in the process of doing something new, something different that's going to enhance your life. And most people are all right with it. And even if they don't like it necessarily, don't worry, they'll get used to it. And you do it in respect, in honor, and you move through it. So I'm going to be launching the videos. The material is tight. It's definitely going to help you see exactly who you are and where you are, and it'll open up some space and some time, especially the clarity, for you to be able to accomplish some goals, for you to be able to really get down deep down and focus. It's not just a mindset, a mindset or an attitude. It's also the behaviors, the activity, and because it's all connected. So if you're thinking in a specific way and you're behaving in that same way, then you'll actually see some movement, and I have, I got a whiteboard over here, and, I got stuff written on that. And every once in a while, you'll see me, I'll box some stuff out and have it on a piece of paper and, put it on my desktop or whatever, where I can see it, play around with it. And I use this, I say this all the time, I believe this wholeheartedly. If it isn't on paper, it doesn't exist. We are into technology. We are into things moving fast. We have this thing where it's instant gratification. We want things so fast that sometimes we miss stuff. And we're not able to see exactly what it is that we need, or what could come, or what's required even in order for us to be able to do something. And we just get started. And I've seen event planners like just go off the cuff, and it's like, you tired. You've been thinking about this. You didn't have a plan on paper that you were following. You know what I mean? When it comes to, trying to even manage your kids and so on and so forth, it's like there's some stuff that you didn't have on paper. There's some examples that you weren't able to show them, and you weren't able to keep up. So it definitely, the 5 days to focus is I know it's going to help some people. You know what I mean? If you take the time out to watch the videos, if you take the time out to read a little bit of information and do everything the way that you're supposed to. You know what I mean? It's not about speed. It's not about speed. It's definitely about direction. And in 2019, we just want to be able to get in the right direction if you're not. And if you're already in the right direction, we just want to get better with our movements. Because, you know, you get better with your movements, you're working smarter, not harder. Success is becoming a constant. And that's what it's about. It's about bringing, you know, your vision for your life into fruition. So with that, I thank you guys for your time and attention. I do have some more announcements that are going to come. Like, we've like really been busy. If you notice, we've been quiet, except for the post on social media. We've been really quiet. We haven't done anything. And but we're doing a whole bunch of stuff in the background. We're doing a whole bunch of stuff, and we're going to need you. And we're going to need you. So with that, I want everyone to have a blessed day. We want to thank you again for those who've been following us and sticking with us. And it's not even like you following, you know what I mean? It's like you're a friend, you're a partner. You know what I mean? You're associated. And we're very careful with how we lead. You know what I mean? And what we put out. So we definitely want to just continue to help people get better. We want to continue to help people, you know, get the resources that they need in order for them to be able to get better and be able to do more. And then we just want to, you know, we just want to live, love, and have fun, man. Leave a legacy. You know what I mean? Stephen Covey said, to live, to learn, to love, and to leave a legacy. And, you know, that's the life for me, you know, being a spiritual individual. That's the life of Shalom, the way life ought to be lived. And that's what Beautiful Men and Women is all about. So again, I just want to thank you for your time and attention. We love you, and look forward, man, to seeing you 5 days of focus, man. We're going in. Number one, the first one is the hardest one to do. It's the hardest challenge, but you can do it. I believe you can do it. I believe you can do it. It's laid out for you to be able to do it. But if you do it and then follow the steps afterwards, definitely you'll be focused. So with that, thanks again. Talk to you soon.